Hi everyone, whoever's watching, I'm Paul. We're this year's regional presidents for CVR. We just want to say hi and let you know that although we're a small group of seniors, we're a very tight-knit group, and we can't wait for everybody to get tonight. Cool.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name's Lexi Schwartz, and I'm a senior in Adira. I'm actually Adira's only senior this year, so yeah. So I wanted to dedicate my pass to Kodab and Hannah Freed because the second that I joined Adira, there were two girls that were super bubbly, outgoing, and funny, and they made me feel right at home. I want to dedicate my present to Liv Feldman, Emily Mechek, and Sophia Hurwitz because they're my girlies, and I have loved to experience everything that's BBY with them. I also want to thank our Nasia, Lydia Klein, because she has done an amazing job leading us. And for our advisor staff, I look up to her so much because I want to be a special education to her. So not only is she a good friend, but she's also a mentor to me. And future, I want to dedicate my future to Sam Sweetheart because she's our freshie in Adira and she brightens everyone's day. And I cannot wait to see what she does in the future. So I love you, Adira. Thank you.
By the power vested in me by BBYO Inc., I grant you lifetime membership to BBG.
What's up, guys? My name is Jonathan Schachter. For those of you that don't know me, just a little disclaimer before I go. I'm probably going to leave a lot of important people out of this just because there's so many of you that have shaped my BBYO experiences. So just a little sorry ahead of time. To start off with my past, I'd like to dedicate that first off to Jack Rubman, Jordan Gorlick, Sam Wasserman, and Jake Duplitsky. I think most of these guys knew where I was going to go in BBYO before even I did. My freshman year at Kala, it was me, two other freshmen, and Jake Duplitsky, who was a senior, and he pretty much answered every single question that any freshman boy could have, and a lot of them that we didn't ask, but we're glad to know now. It was a pretty good experience. We definitely became a lot closer with him. And we didn't find out until much later that it was his request that he really wanted to spend his last year getting to know the future of our chapter, which I really appreciated. And when I think of how I want to be seen now as a leader in my chapter, what comes to mind is a lot of the things that they were to me growing up in the chapter. And I try to emulate some of the things that they showed me and act and be the same way for underclassmen that are coming up in Exodus. Also, shout out to Robbie Dworkin. Even though I didn't really get to meet you, you pretty much texted me every single week of 8th grade, and I didn't come to a single meeting until my freshman year, so it was much later than that. But you kind of introduced me to this and gave me a little heads up of what's to come my freshman year. Next, Max Tracton, TBO, Corey Sachs, Dustin Gadd, Ben Carlson, Simon Schaefer, Dan Zakin, Ari Kaufman, Frankel, Sam Hecht. You guys showed me how to do this and have fun with it at the same time. I remember at my very first Exodus meeting I walked into, Josh Cohen happened to be there, and he was talking to Ben Carlson about fishing, and he called Ben Carlson a master baiter. And I really appreciated that joke. I didn't know who Josh Cohen was at the time. But now I see the humor that he can bring out in people, and he still makes me laugh every once in a while when he doesn't make me cry. I love running into these guys whenever I see him in Bethany, Woodbridge, wherever. Max, you are and you were always like a big brother to me that I never had. you've really shaped who I became in BBYO and just in life. And Corey, you set the bar for me as Exodus Mora and Regional Mora, and lucky for me, that was kind of low, so it made me look pretty good. Moving on to Guido, I'm glad that this whole thing brought us closer together. You're probably one of my closest guys right now, and I'm glad to call you a bro. Moving on to people outside of Exodus, Ryan Moraes, when I was elected Regional More a couple years ago, he came up to me after the elections, and it was his last convention. He was sobbing, and he just said that he wanted me to give all the kids I could the experiences that he had in AZA. And I know Exodus and Levitt haven't always gotten along, but in that moment, I saw some of the things that bring us together. Moving on to Yazzie, Claudia, Maya, my ladies from our board last year. It was good to get to know you, get close with you guys last year. We had a good time. Brandon, Aton, same thing, 58. Maya Barbieri, my first co from a couple of while. We were that 1-2 punch in New Haven. Matt Schumer, another certified bro. Then closing off with David Cohen, David Weinstein, Andrew Weinstein, Sydney, Matt Siegel, and every Aleph that's ever had the pleasure of calling Exodus their home, which is my home in my heart. And then finally, for my past, Tyler Pepe. I think that you knew how much this organization was going to mean to me before I knew myself. And I thank you for that. You kind of showed me what it could do and the power of it. Moving on to my present. Mark Shodos and Ira Einbinder. I wouldn't have joined this thing if you guys didn't come to that first meeting with me and came to that first convention, everything after that. You guys aren't here with me anymore. I'm the last one remaining, but I'm glad you guys got me to come. And Sam Sheps too. We were kind of like a freshman foursome of Exodus. Maddie, Gabby, I guess Mia too. You were the ones who invited me to that first kickoff Exodus SCA that got me to come freshman year. Something that Robbie Dworkin can never do, be a girl, got me to come. It only took a year to finally convince me to come, but I'm glad it happened, even though I wish it was a year earlier. I had the extra year here. Ali Grubman, I probably wouldn't have survived this year as Exodus Gadol without you, reminding me of when we have meetings, and I probably would have missed the plane home from IC without you as well. Paul, right here, my bro. You're the man, one of my OGs. I'm glad to be leaving this with you. Brett, what's up? That's it. Just kidding, Brett. Gotcha. I feel like we kind of beat the odds and got along at times. No one expected us to get. We were kind of like the faces of our chapters growing up, and we were kind of told we had to be enemies. At least that's what I heard. I think you probably heard the same thing, but I'm glad we found our moments together. Paul, Ben Madison, Adam Ginsberg, Simon, Josh, the rest of the Bubblegum Shrimp Boys. It was a journey at IC this year. Sarah Milner, I'm glad that the language of Chinese brought us together and it keeps us together. Some other names in this room. I don't have my glasses on, so I really can't see many of you. Olivia, Kayla, Misha, I guess. Sam, Jake, Ethan, see you guys in 621 a couple hours. Everyone else in this class of 2019, glad to be signing off with you guys soon. And then for my future, Adam Ginsberg, Simon Flaherty, you guys are definitely the future of Exodus and the future of our region. And I know that both of them are in good hands with you at the wheel. Jan Galinovsky, Sam Sachs, same with you too. You remind me to let loose and have fun sometimes and make the most of my last years here, last days. Ari Gad, Jerome Del Moro, David Sugarman, love you guys. Everyone who's in that Exodus meeting room right now doing the Chopped program, love all of you. Evan Gorlick, Jacob Silver, Danny Carlson, you're our power trio of 8th graders that came in and were steady, came to everything. We are able to rely on you guys. Exodus and CVR are lucky to have you. Everyone else in Exodus, Afro, Levy, Nick Madelo especially. Big shout out to Allie, Emma. You guys were here earlier. Don't see you anymore. Jenna Zamkov, what's up? Syracuse still sucks. Go Duke. Then Zoe, Lydia, Abby, Lil Schumer, Sam Abmeyer, Kobe, and to every single underclassman and the future Olives of Exodus. You guys don't know what you're getting into yet, but trust me, it's worth it.
By the power vested in me by BBYO Inc., I now grant you life membership to AZA. Go out your camera.
All right, what's up, everyone? If you guys don't know me, my name's Ethan. I'm in Gottlieb, AZA. I kind of had an interesting beginning to my experience with BBYO. I'm not gonna lie, I started out as a nifty kid. I was just the first place that recruited me, so I just went there, and my brother kind of dragged me in. Luckily, I still had some friends left in BBYO, like Sam and Jake to my right and left, and they got me to come to a couple meetings. I came there, and I instantly realized a different level of brotherhood and relationships that I was going to have with everyone, and I realized that BBYO was the chapter for me. Luckily, that started freshman year, so I've been here all 4 years. My first meeting was Fire Pits and Football, a classic Gottlieb tradition where I really got to meet everyone and got to know the boys, and those relationships have lasted and will hopefully continue to last. Some of my highlights throughout BBYO, we had a really cool meeting where we got to tour a Jewish senior center while it was under construction, and we got to see everything that was going on in there. Our sophomore year, we ran a limo event where we went on a limo scavenger hunt throughout town. That was probably my favorite meeting ever. And I think another highlight is just pretty much every regional event, just getting to know every single one of you guys and just making great friends and friendships that are going to last a lifetime. For my dedications, for my past dedications, I'd like to shout out Dan Wolfire, who was the one who officially recruited me to become a member. Also, shout out to Andrew Weinstein, Trevor Feltman, Evan O'Keefe, Gabe Mansour, Matt Jessen, Azaki Zuckerman, and Jake Pappas. I'm probably forgetting a couple names, but regarding this, you guys all helped me get the feel of what BBYO was like, and you made me feel like I was a part of it from the start. For my present, shout out to Liam Feltman, Brian Stracula, Justin Krebs, Brendan Travisano, Sam Klein, Jake Schwartzstein, Jake Weisblatt, Noah Zuckerman, and Adam Schwartz. You guys are all the boys, and if we're still going on birthright in 2 years, I'm still down. For my future dedications, shout out to Nathan Zakum, who I hope is running an awesome steering for this year, has some good programming lined up. Evan Smith, Ethan Weisblatt, and the one and only Noah Marcus. BBYO has definitely taught me a lot about Jewish bonding and the importance of having Jewish people around you. And I think I'm definitely going to carry a lot of those lessons with me, especially since I'm going to a school in the South with a Presbyterian affiliation. So it's going to be different down there, but to know that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Hillel in college first, but BBYO affirmed that I really want to and make sure that I have Jews that I'm close with in my life. And yeah, that's it. Great to be with part of the class of 2019 for BBYO, and it's been awesome.
By the power vested in me by BBYO Inc., I now grant you life membership to AZA.
All right. Thank you, Ethan. I am Olive Jake Weisblatt. from Gottlieb as well. And let's go back to sophomore year for my first meeting that I joined. It's a limo scavenger hunt that Ethan mentioned, and it was pretty awesome. And so I joined, and it was pretty cool. My first regional event, I was obsessed with magic sophomore year. I think everyone goes through that phase, but yeah. So I was just doing magic at like all the tables at the bow dance, and it was kind of, I don't know. I don't remember anyone from that, to be honest, because I was so focused on what I was doing with my hands. But yeah. But I've definitely made a few friends in the region and in my chapter. I'm gonna keep it all Gottlieb for the past, and I'm gonna say, thank you to Andrew, Newland, Evan O'Keefe, yeah, and Dan and Gabe, Trevor, and those are some great guys that have really passed on the Gottlieb traditions and whatnot. For my present, I like to dedicate it to these boys right here, and Schwa, and I don't know, Liam and Brian and B-Traps. And for my future, I'm gonna go with Evan Smith, my younger brother, coming up, Ethan Westblatt. Noah Marcus, of course, and Nathan Zakem. And I'm probably forgetting a lot more. Justin Krebs, probably forgetting a lot more that I'm remembering, but okay. I'm gonna keep it short. Got BBYO. It's pretty weird if you think about it, but it's honestly pretty awesome as well. And I think what I've gotten from it is a lot of maybe a lot of friends and maybe some confidence and whatnot. So I like to thank you for my time here, and that's all from me.
By the power vested in me by BBYO Inc., I now grant you life membership to AZA.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Sam Klein, and I'm a senior in Gottlieb AZA, number 296. So pretty much my whole life, I knew I was going to be a member of BBYO because my dad was, I think, a two-time Giesbohr of Gottlieb AZA. So I kind of already knew that was my future. And the time came. It was literally like the first meeting of 8th grade, fire pits and football, amazing Gottlieb program. We all just gather outside the Zuckerman's backyard with a fire pit, and we're just watching college football. It's a great night. Anyways, I was there, and I met Joey Warren, arguably the greatest Gadol ever lived. He's a crazy guy. And he was just telling me, he was just got my hopes so high, and I'd say lived up to the hopes, telling me about the plethora of girls that will be at these regional conventions, just telling me about all the possibilities of BBYO and what it had to offer. And that definitely made me realize I had to stay. And I realized, yeah. And then also big thanks to my advisor Lou. Always been a day one. He met my dad in BBYO, and they continue to be best friends to this day. So having Lou as my advisor was a very special connection and allowed me to bond more with him. Overall, BBYO has taught me to be a leader. I held a role as Sagan last year for a good amount of the year. And that definitely taught me to be a leader, to program, to be proactive. But overall, BBYO was just taught me how to use my voice and to really to use my voice to help others, to lead, to be better in the community, how to give back to the community, and overall the importance of brotherhood. Some of my highlights, like you said, the JSS, that was unbelievable. Walking through this huge building that was just halfway done, and it was just crazy. I remember sophomore IC when I was in Dallas, we snuck up to the rooftop of the hotel at sunset, and oh my God, it was just a magical experience. And this past IC in Denver, skiing has always been a pretty big passion of mine, and I'd never been skiing in Colorado, and having an opportunity to ski in Colorado was unbelievable. I can't describe it. Yep. So I dedicate my past to Hannah Freed. Love Hannah Freed. Met her when I was in 8th grade, and we've been best friends ever since. She's been a big influence in my life, and she's just too funny. Andrew Weinstein, Dan Wolfeiler, Evan O'Keefe, Jake Pappas, Zaki Zuckerman, Jake Newland, and my boy Trevor Feltman. Liam Feltman is literally mini Trevor Feltman. It's crazy. Present, my Gottlieb senior boys. Jake's been a day one. I've known him from the beginning. Ethan, I'd say like 6 years old, probably. Yeah. And my boy Jake Schwartzine, who cannot be here. I wish he could be here, but he is the craziest of them all. And my present, continue with my present, Liam Feltman, Brian Chikula, and Brandon Travisano. Keep Gottlieb going next year. And then to my future, I got Nathan Zakem coming up. They're doing big things for Gottlieb. Expect big things for him for the future. My boy Noah Marcus, sophomore, made a big name for himself. He is a character. And Evan Smith, of course, and Lydia Klein, my sister. She's only a sophomore, and she's done so much more in her time at BYO than I've done in my 4. And it's just so funny because the 2 years that I was in BBYO and she wasn't, she wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. It was too funny. And now to see where she's come with BBYO it's incredible. So I expect big things from her, doing great things for Adira and for the region. I believe that's it. Thank you, BBYO. It's been a great time. It's been a wild ride. I can't believe it's all over. All right.
By the power vested in me by BBYO Inc., I now grant you life membership to AZA.
Up next is Judah.
Here you go.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shira. I'm the only senior you're going to hear from tonight from Judah. So I'm going to try to make this quick, so sorry if I forget you, but in general, BBYO just has been an amazing experience for me. It has been a place for me to escape my daily life almost. Like, say I had a bad day, like I would come to BBYO, see all my friends, and have an amazing time. So for my past, I want to dedicate it to a lot of people, but 2 specific people in general, Shani Katz and Jordan Bellin. Shani, last year with you is when I really got close with you. I love seeing you. I love talking to you. You're the person who really made me who I am today, leadership-wise, personality-wise, just taking me under your wing and sort of, like I said, making me the person I am today. Love you. Can't wait to visit you at college. Jordan, you were a great Godol to follow, especially starting as a new chapter last year, restarting as a BBYO chapter. It was great to have you as a person to follow because you showed me what it meant to be a leader within the chapter because I had never had a board position before this year. So for my present, I want to dedicate it to my fellow BBYO members in the class of 2019, but these 2 especially. These 2 have gotten me through some tough times. I know I could text Brett whenever, and sometimes he'll answer me seriously. I don't know. And then Jillian, you're always there for me, and even at like outside of BBYO events, like I saw you at a Greenwich High School versus Ridgefield football game, and we were running to the bathroom together, and you held my giant cheer coat while I went to the bathroom. But that was fun. It just goes to show that your BBYO friends really become your family, and even outside of BBYO, they're always there for you. And then also for my present, I want to dedicate it to my board. You guys, we have made some really good strides with Judah this year. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we really have improved the chapter a lot. And I'm really proud of you guys, and I couldn't have done it without you. And then for my future. Like I said before, there's so many people that I want to dedicate it to, but 3 people specifically. Sadie Kriegler, I see so much of myself in you, and I'm so proud that you're going to continue to better the chapter next year, even if you aren't on board, which I'm pretty sure you will be, hopefully. We'll see how election goes. I don't know, you're just going to do amazing things, not only in BBYO, but also outside of it, and I'm so proud of you. Then the next person is my brother, Marcus. Even though you're a pain in the butt sometimes, I love you. You're also going to do amazing things in BBYO. Just keep with it and you'll be fine. And then the last person is Sophie Citron. She just joined this year and she is already like one of the people I would trust with the chapter the most. She just has taken to BBYO so well. And you're going to do amazing things. I'm so happy that you're going to come to your first convention this weekend. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's it. BBYO has been an amazing time. Oh, actually, one more person I have to mention. Tyler. Hi. Yeah, you've been a mentor to me, even if it's just joking around and maybe not such a nice way. But yeah, I look up to you as one of the people who I want to not model myself after, but just sort of follow in your footsteps, I guess is a way to put it. Not exactly. I know you think I'm going to be regional director. Not really the job that I want, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that's really it now. Yeah, thanks, BBYO.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All Exotic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Kayla Weiss. I am actually giving life tomorrow night, but I am reading life for a senior that couldn't be here tonight, but he's the only other senior in our chapter. So this is the life of Glenn. Time flies. It feels like I was just in 8th grade going to my first program at our local JCC, and then you blank. Suddenly, you're 18 years old, figuring out what college you're going to spend your next 4 years at, and looking back on the weirdly stupid, dangerous, and fun times you had in high school. For people who are listening to Kayla Weiss read my life, I want to remember this. Slow the heck down. High school is your time to make mistakes and enjoy yourself because before you know it, you'll be out of your parents' house and it's all up to you. B'nai B'rith Youth Organization, Teenage Jews, Glenn Baevsky, Kayla Weiss. BBYO has connected me with so many fun, interesting people. Over the years, I have made friends, memories, regrettable decisions that will carry with me for the rest of my life. BBYO has helped me become a leader, a Jew, a father figure. Even now, as I start the next stage of my life, BBYO is there with me. My future college roommate, a BBYO friend, the love of my life, Kayla Weiss, a BBYO enthusiast, and my Jewish identity, a BBYO trait. When thinking about my past BBYO experiences, one person comes to mind, Reese Ochoa. One of my best friends whom I would not have met if it weren't for BBYO. I love him more than anything and thank BBYO for the time I had with him. Another person who comes to mind is Louis Shanker. Though many of you do not know him, when I first started out in BBYO, everyone did. He was the most social guy I knew. He also had an insane passion for BBYO. I now see today in Will Rome, who I hope continues to have this passion for L'chaim. Of course, my present is dedicated to myself and Kayla Weiss. As the only active seniors in our chapter, the responsibility fell on us. And as we look back on what we have accomplished, I feel like what we have done for L'chaim was amazing. We left our chapter in good hands and in a place we should feel proud of. My future, Dina Solomon, Will Rome, Ariel Gershik, Ailey Weiss, Zach Elfman. Even though I was the best Gadol L'chaim's ever had, all the things we could have accomplished this year could not have been done without you guys. I love your energy, enthusiasm, excitement, and sexuality towards BBYO. It was amazing that such a unique group of people could come together and make something great. L'chaim's future is in your hands now. Don't mess it up. The purpose of BBYO is to connect teens through a common religion. The actual purpose of BBYO is to eventually reconnect with those teens years later. Marry them, do your part to ensure more Jews are born. There you go. I just summed up 4 years of BBYO for you in 2 sentences. All those activities you attend, the services you sit through, and the people you meet, stop and think. The next time you sit next to someone at the Crown Plaza, you think it's good looking, just remember in a few years they'll be your husband or wife. Look left, look right. These are your Jews. Seniors, enjoy these last few months before the rest of your life. Everyone else, make some mistakes and break some rules because you're only in high school once. Fraternally submitted with undying love and dedication to CVR 17 and L'chaim BBYO number 5393. I forever remain Glenn Halpern Bayeski, first Gadol of L'chaim BBYO and future alums of the best chapter in the International Order.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Exotic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region. Next up is Leviticus AZA.
So I'm Brett. Oh wait, I wrote down the names. So I'm gonna give like most of my Stanford people shout out to my Stanford life. That's like the real one. This is like for the regional friends and stuff. So the past goes out first to my sister Shayna, and then Jason Schoen with the really cool haircuts. David Cohen and David Steenstein, Alexa Pellenberg. I'll talk louder because Josh Cohen gave me the ears. Emmy Roday, come find me in like 4 years. I'll take you out. Max Kate, Nestor, Yazzie, my bestest friend, Brandon Goodman, my son, Zach LeVay and Leah Davis, Max Barron, and the 58 R board. Shout out to Click. My present, I guess, goes out to Kayla, who really wanted me to give life and was getting mad at me when I said I didn't know. Paul, Paul. And then, oh shoot, my bad. John, you taught me some words in Chinese. Thank you for that. Bow. And Josh Cohen, you've been my friend too. When I first met you, you were like the biggest dude ever, but now I'm about your size. So take me this weekend. We'll see who wins. And then the future goes out to my sister Kira, Ailey Weiss and Talia Weiss, Will Rome, Adam Ginsberg, and the whole Stanford crew. And shout out my boy Giver if you're watching.
By the power.
Say the thing.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Exotic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Hey everyone, I am Sam Diamond from Levitt. So I think BBYO has made me the person who I am today. And looking back on it, I don't know what I would have done without it. So I'd like to dedicate my past to Andrew Young, David Klein, Zach Zach LeVay, Leah Davis, and Richie Greenbaum. My present I'd like to dedicate to Brett Lubliner. He's been one of my best friends. You've done great things to Levitt, so thank you. Jacob Hers, we grew up together. We served on board the past 2 years together. You've done great things for the chapter, and I know you will continue to do great things. David Giver, you are the great for everything that Levitt has done, so thank you. And I'd like to dedicate my future to Jeremy Young, Miles Leslie, Max Trell, my sister Carly, and my brother Jack.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Aesthetic Olive and the Benevolent Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Hello, I'm Jacob Hers. So I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. My past, I'm just gonna put all summer programs in past, present, and future. So that's CLTC 5 2017 and ILTC 2018. My past goes to Jordan Rascar, Josh Frazier, Andrew Young, Jed Bergman, Richie Greenbaum, Ian Handler, Lavery, Goldberg, Max Gate, Ryan Murray, Zach Radin, Gil Daniels, Justin Wexler, Aaron Patashnik, Eitan Gabe, Josh Appel, Danny Golum, Sam Tur, and Josh Greenberg. I joined the chapter in 8th grade, and with these two, and these guys have always just been there for us. So it was great for them to be there. The president, again, these two, Sam, Brett. Yes, we joined in 8th grade together. We've been through it the entire time. It's been a ride. The Essenfelds, Rachel Plotsky, Charlotte Freund, Olivia Bernie, Molly Herkus, Eva Waldman, Tamar Friedman. I'll just shout out some staff too: Tyler Pepe, Jen Krasansky, and Josh Cohen. And then my future, my sister Molly, and then all the younger Levitt guys. It's been great to see all you guys this year. It's been a lot of fun. And then 2 specific shout outs, one to mom and dad. Thanks for funding everything, speech writing, email writing, etc., etc. And then especially to probably the best advisors in the whole order, David Klein and David Giver. David Giver, you the man. David Klein, it'd be great if you, I don't really know. I don't really know where I was going with that, but yeah, David Klein, David Giver, everybody. All right, that's about it.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Aesthetic Olive and the Benevolent Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
That's all, folks.
Nadav.
Oh,
PTA,
and Josh Pinsky, my bad, bro. I'm sorry.
Grab my notes. All right. What up, guys? I'm Jake Steinberg, and if you don't know me, you either love me or you hate me. There's no in between. I want to start off by dedicating my past to David Cohen, David Weinstein, Noah SP, Ryan Silvers, Haley, Mickey Schumer, Sarah, and Julia. You guys are the reasons that I'm here today. Without you guys, I really would not have stuck through this, and I really would not have been up here. So I really did not want to join BBYO at all. I really thought of it as a cult, and I was like, these guys are just a bunch of Jewish people meeting together, doing what God knows what. But then I went to my first meeting, and I met the Davids, and they showed me how they can make a cake more dysfunctional than it already was. In that moment, I realized that this wasn't a cult. This is where you get to meet your brothers and sisters and really get to bond with them, and you truly get to have a really meaningful experience with them. Sorry. So BYO had such an important impact on me that it actually was in my college essay. My college essay was about BYO, and because of it, I somehow got into college, which is kind of crazy. But BYO has taught me a lot, like a lot. Now, some of these lessons have been very good. They've also been very bad at times. But every time BYO has been there for me, no matter what, whether I'm at my high or I'm at my low, or I'm just fine with everything else that's on. As the great Michael Jordan once said, the ceiling is the roof. Now, a lot of you are looking at me funny or you don't know where I'm going, but some of you do. So to Zach Kate, I just want to say thank you for telling me how to push through the barriers and get through them and just kind of make the chapter even better than what they already are. I also realized that with the money I spent in BYO and I invested it, I could have made $6,000 off of Apple and $16,000 off of Amazon. But I really, I could have made bank and had a lot of money, but the experience and memories that I've made here were way too much and outweigh the price of what I could have made. I want to dedicate my present to Paul, Kayla, Alice, Ray, Sam, Misha, Matt, and Curry Head over there. You guys have made this year even better than it already was. All the memories we've had, even in and outside of BYO, you guys have really been true friends and great impact. I know there are a lot more of you guys, but it would take too long to mention all of you guys. But BYO has really just been that thing for me that I always have, and you guys have really been something special. I want to dedicate my future to my brother Elliot, Joshua, Mark Pinsky. God, I hate saying that, but Kobu, Max, Zach SP, you guys have really been something special. You guys have a bright future with the Dow. We're very young, and I see us building up in the future. And thank you to all you guys. You've made the past 4 years crazy and insane, but also very special and meaningful. So, yeah.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Static Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Up front, you go ahead.
Okay. Hey, why don't you?
Where are you going, bro? I'll go. He's going around. He's going around. Okay, cool. Forgot your phone. Yes. No, here, you sing that. Hi, I'm Sam Rapport. I'm in Nadav AZA, and I'm a senior at Walkinson School for Wayward Boys. And I'm not going to college yet. I will be applying next year. Don't worry, I'm just doing a gap year. But just an FYI before you guys ask the did you get any accepts yet question. Just to start, though, I want to say I love BBYO and everything about it, but it's so difficult joining a Jewish youth group when your name is Sam. It's probably one of the 3 most common names. So pretty much every single time someone says Sam, I get really confused. But BYO has been really great, and it's kind of funny because before I started BYO, I really didn't want to go. My whole freshman and 8th grade year, I fought against everybody who was trying to recruit me. I kept saying no, I don't want to do it. It's too Jewish, stuff like that. But now looking back, I really regret doing that. That's probably my biggest regret is that I never really got in early. And, just because it's such a great community here. I went to one meeting and I instantly knew that I wanted to be a part of this group. I loved everything about it, and I joined that night. It was awesome. And I mean, honestly, it's never gotten it's never been bad. I've always had a good time at BYO no matter what. The everybody's always here to help me no matter how many lows or highs I have. It's always BBYO here to support me. But just to move on to my dedications, I'd like to dedicate my past to David Owen and David Weinstein, or Stein, Ryan Silvers, and Noah Silva Pressman. You guys all showed me that you make lifelong friends at BBYO, and you showed me why I want to be a part of it. I want to dedicate my present to Jake Steinberg, Misha Goldstein, Curry Head. You guys are the best friends I could ever ask for. You guys, just make everything awesome. And I'd like to dedicate my future to
Roth Fight Chandler, Zachary SP, Kobe Knoll, Jake Ludgen, Jake Fishman, Luke. You guys are the future of Nadav, and you guys are going to do awesome. Oh, also Joshua Mark Pinsky. Yeah, thank you.
By the power vested in me by the grand order of the Aleph Zadig Aleph and the B'nai B'rith girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Dope.
All right. All right. What up, everybody? My name is Misha Goldstein from Nadav AZA number 110. And I would like to dedicate my past to the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Silvers. I mean, from my first Nadav BBYO meeting to the end of my sophomore year, Ryan was there taking me under his wing. He helped me meet new people and climb the ranks to get to where I am now. That whole year of Nadav seniors, especially Noah Keegan, Noah Sobel-Pressman, David Cohen, and David Weinstein, they all really helped me have a great experience in my first year of BYO. So that's why I want to dedicate my past to them. I would like to dedicate my present to Nadav AZA's first chapter board. These olives remind me of why I love being here. First, Matt Asia, you always brought the hype and the enthusiasm, and nothing ever got in the way of your crazy ideas. Alex Letterman, you really got back on the grind and showed me that a performance plan isn't the worst thing in the world. Kind of is, though. Sam Smith Rappaport, right here. You are the funniest person I know. I say that no cap. You have turned out to be a great friend, and your stupid jokes always leave me laughing nonstop. Zach Sobel-Pressman, you are the smartest person I know. Any question I have, you seem to have an answer. Even if it's a smart-ass one, it still makes me think. Last time I checked, you have like a 5.3 GPA. It's crazy. You truly lived up to be a better Nadav Sagan than your own brother Noah. Jake Steinberg, over here, you are Nadav's AZA's first Gadol. While you are no Ryan Silvers, take that as good or bad, you have led our chapter to greatness. With you in charge, we have created a great foundation of freshmen and eighth graders to carry our chapter on into years to come. Lastly, from our chapter, Kobe Knoll, you're my boy. And even though your brother's the worst, I think he got all the bad genes. Like I said, you have made BBYO for me infinitely better. Also, huge shout out to Joshua Mark Pinsky and Eitan Ehrlich. Josh, we go back to geometry class my sophomore year. You were there when our teacher yelled at me to stop talking after I insisted our class watch Toy Story 2. Eitan, you are my brosier, and you have really helped me with my board position this year, even though I'm on a performance plan. I also want to shout out Liv Feldman, Lydia Klein, Brandon Travisano, Jacob Hers, Brett Lubliner, John Schachter, Curry Head, Ali Finman, Ruby, a.k.a. Kozer, my brother Mipa, and my sister Mira. And while I do love my sister Mira and my brother Mipa, I would like to dedicate my future to Toy Story 2. This movie is coveted by me and the Goldstein family. This film taught me that you need to know who your real friends are. As you may know, Buzz Lightyear was replaced with an exact copy at Al's Toy Barn. I have a point. And while the rest of, he got replaced by a copy at Al's Toy Barn, while the rest of Andy's squad went to look to rescue Woody. So Woody reminds me of myself in this movie because he was in a situation where he thought he just found all of his new friends and he thought he had his future set. You know, he was going to be packed up and sent to a museum in Tokyo, and he was excited, but not until his real friends came to the rescue
and showed him that they were the ones that were there for him the whole time. And even though he thought he found this new family, he could still be with some of those new people and with the people from the past. And that's why I dedicate my life and my future, or my past, sorry, not my future, my past to Toy Story 2, and my present to all these great people. And I hope my sister Mira and my brother Mipa, I think that's his name, I hope they lead great lives in BBYO and hope it can hopefully turn out better than me. That's all.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Athletic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Hi, my name is Aaron Price, and I'm happy to be here. Since I met Misha, it's been amazing. I feel like I belong here. Any type of race, white, black, Indian, African, you belong here. I even made a song for y'all. If you want to hear it, I'm about to show y'all a little bit. It's about BBYO CVR. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I love this place. OCVRB. OCVRB. Smile. Hold hands, hold hands, hold hands. Everybody dance, dance.
Dance, dance.
So, yeah, you could do anything in BBYO. So, you're going to make friends and lose friends. But I don't know what to say. But this is an amazing place. Just don't, I don't know, but just do your thing here when you get here. And don't worry about what anybody say. Just focus on your goal. The end.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Athletic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
It's the curry head.
Up next is Noah Postner, BBYO.
All right. I'm Lauren Davis. I'm NOPO's Nasia, and I started a lot later than I think most of the people that are here now, or at least that are on board and stuff. I joined like my sophomore year and really wasn't involved on a regional level until junior year. But like for as long as I've been a part of it, people have really helped me to feel kind of like I belong. And like even if I'm not part of like the group chat or whatever, I like always have people to be around. It's like always a good time. BBYO's taught me a lot about like leadership. It's the only extracurricular I do that's ever had like made me just want to scream, but it also has just been a really good time all through. So yeah, I'd like to dedicate my pass to Sam and Shayna Crotty because they really are like, you kind of peer pressured me into joining, but like I'm glad you did. And also Alice Manning, because pretty much for the entire time that I've been part of this organization, you've like kind of held my hand through it and like explained things that I don't know about to me, which was really helpful. I want to dedicate my present to David and Paul. So you're both pretty chill and fun to hang out with at regular meetings and at regional stuff, and Max Gold Plus, because you're pretty cool. And Ethan Durnell and Aaron Ravenfeld. And I want to dedicate my future to Jake Schumer and Ethan Durnell and Ava Schwartz, who are the people on my board. And I can't wait to see what you guys do in the years to come, because you've still got a while here. And it'll be really fun to see how you grow our chapter and keep NOPO's legacy going. And I'm sure you'll do a good job. So, yeah.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Exotic Olive of the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life memberships to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
All right. I'm David from NOPO, and I'm gonna start off with like a story, I guess. It was freshman year. I was like really socially awkward. I didn't really belong anywhere. And Paul was in my math class, and somehow we started talking about being Jewish, and he was like, "Yo, you should come to BBYO and meet other Jews." And I guess from just him saying that and like somebody wanting me to be somewhere, it kind of helped me get out of my shell and like improve who I am today. So I dedicate my past to Paul Sandberg. He's my boy. And for my present, I want to thank Paul and Lauren again for getting me to actually go to stuff and getting me to participate after Paul nagged me on for literally 3 years and I never did anything. To Ethan Durnell for always hanging out with me when I was in new places, always making me feel like I knew people. Jake Schumer for being a wild animal and for always eating lactose and making me laugh, I guess. And Jerry Klein for being a really approachable person and just a really kind person overall. And I'd also like to thank Max Goldfluss, Sam Selzinski, Sam Abmeyer, and especially Aaron Rubenfeld for making my first convention one of the most happy and memorable things in my life. You could call it that. And yeah, for my future, I'm kind of trusting Lil Schumer and Ethan Durnell to keep NOPO going. They're sometimes responsible, but I think they'll do a really good job. They're great kids. And yeah.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Exotic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
SVA is next.
Hi, everyone. I'm Allie Grubman. Just a fun fact, quick little icebreaker. This is my 19th convention. Thanks. We'll get right to it. Okay, so for my past, I'm going to dedicate it to a bunch of people. Like John said, if I miss anyone, there have been a lot of people these last 5 years. So yeah, so Jack, my brother, you started it all. Thanks for doing that, by the way. Sarah, I love you. Thanks for being the best big I could have had. Hannah, Sam Wasserman, Breezy, you all brought me to BBYO back in 8th grade, and I've been here since. And thanks for looking out my first Kalal. because I didn't really have any other friends. Juliet, you were such an amazing role model for me. David Weinstein, never really figured that one out. Simon Schaefer, my first co, you always helped me out so much, and you're always there for me. So thank you. Avital, Ilana, Maya, Jenna G, you guys are my OG, and I wouldn't be here if you guys hadn't come to the first few meetings. So on to my present. My board, Maddie, Gabby, Mia, Sammy, thanks for always being there for me. John for being such a good co and helping me out with our very, very hectic joint meetings. Paul, I forgot our Denver utensils and kitchenware at home. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
That's okay. Mom and Dad for paying for everything, helping me with all of the various IC flights, and really everything. For my future, I'll start with Nancy, because classic. I love you. You're an amazing advisor, and I'm so glad you decided or were peer pressured by your nephew, not really sure which one, to join STA. My board, Sandra, Leah, Jenna, Sam, Lizzie. I couldn't have asked for a better board to help me out this year. You guys were really great. Emma, Jenna, Lizzie, Ava Gross, Sarah, Allie, and other Allie. You guys can decide which one's which. Great things are coming for you guys. You're all amazing, and you're going to do great in your future in BBYO and beyond. And lastly, all of SDA, because you are and will forever be my home. That's it.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the Al-Sadiq Aleph and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Just switch. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Maddie, if you don't know me. So this isn't really going to be in order, but we'll figure it out. So basically when I joined BBYO, it was kind of because like Sarah O'Brien was texting my mom because like our parents are friends. She kept texting her and she was like, does Maddie want to come? And she kept sending me these long paragraphs and I didn't even read them. I remember I was like, no, sorry, I'm busy every time. And then Gabby like came, but she like got convinced to go somehow and like came back from Kala, I think 2014 or 2013, whatever, in 8th grade. And her and Mia went and they came back and like it was like the day after like the Super Bowl or like the week after, and she like, came to my house and was like talking about how it was like the best experience ever. So I was like, okay, like I guess I'll have to go. So then I went and I was like, I honestly like don't remember my first meeting. Like people always talk about how they remember their first meeting and how like they instantly were like obsessed with BBYO and they like knew that they wanted to be in it for all of high school. And I just don't remember my first meeting. I don't even remember when I like really started to get into BBYO, but I guess like all that matters is that like I'm here now and like at some point during my journey, like I got latched on and I was like, okay, I guess I'm here for good. So yeah, I kind of just want to dedicate part of my past to Sarah O'Brien. And then I also, for my past, I want to talk about Nohar. She, even though she like texted most people to join, like I've never received a text from her. So I'm still kind of mad about that. But once I joined, like we became really close and like I was kind of scared of her because like most people were. But she like inspired me so much. And like over the last few years, like has become like a big sister to me. And she always believed in me and pushed me to do my best. Like when I like had no intention of running or for applying for something, like she always motivated me and told me that I could do it. And like she had so much faith in me that I don't know, I feel like she made me want to have faith in myself. And kind of the same thing for Juliet. I miss you. And you really inspired me as well. Like when you were in ASEA, I was like, like that's what I want to do and like I want to be you. And like we both followed the Giz and ASEA pattern, but then it got broken.
Okay.
Sorry, Allie. And then for my past, also Roni, love you, Maxine, Maya Sachs, Shani, Sam Wasserman too, who I've known since I was like born. Always wanted me to be in BBYO. And I think like when I really loved it, I mean, I know I didn't really know, but when I went to fall freshman year, like I was so obsessed with it. I was like, oh my God, like this is the best thing I've ever done. I just think that I was really like drawn in, like taken aback by the fact that like I just remember sitting in services on Saturday morning. I was like, I've never been surrounded by so many Jewish people in my life, especially like not in synagogue. Like I guess the only time is like during high holidays in your synagogue, but I was like, there are like 300 Jewish kids here. Like I didn't even know there were that many in Connecticut. So, and also just like the first few conventions I went to, like when I had Spuds Your Way, only ever had the grilled cheese. And only a few conventions ago, I started the baked potatoes. And like I really suggest that you start eating the baked potatoes sooner because the baked potatoes are so good. Like I don't even really like baked potatoes, but they're really good. Okay. I actually love Spuds Your Way. I'm not tired of it. Okay, present. Oh, and okay, never mind. Okay. Sorry, this is really out of order. Present, I want to talk about well, kind of like some of my first friends in BYO, Paul and Matt. We didn't really know anyone, and then we were like friends with you, and like I don't know, Mia introduced me to you through like camp. So, and Sam and Noah, we were like a little squad, and we always hung out, and I don't know, it was pretty cool. Also, Gabby and Mia, obviously, and Allie, John, Sammy. I'm sad that you're not here with us. And oh, and also like a few weeks ago, actually it's a few months ago, like Gabby and I went to Burgers, and we were just sitting there. We were just sitting there, and this guy walked in, and I was like, he looks so familiar. And then I realized that it was like it was Aggie. It was Aggie. The band Aggie that came to RLDI. Like we saw the first one. And the rest came in, and it was like the whole band was in Burgers. But we didn't want to say hi. Okay, you guys are really sorry. Okay, you guys should go on CLTC, everyone watching this, because I feel like these are not tears of sadness. Don't worry. I feel like I like really found myself at CLTC. Like that's like super like cliche. I feel like I found myself because like find yourself here, but like I did, I guess. I like made some of my best friends there, and like Gabby and I and Maxine went together to CLTC, and I met some people that are still pretty prevalent in my life. And yeah, I feel like it really brought me out of my comfort zone and made me like, I don't know, like find your boyfriend at CLTC, I guess. You can do that. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay, future. On to my future. Josh Pinsky, you are my current co. Sometimes I like hate you so much, like actually so much. But I usually like you most times, even though when you FaceTime me at the most random times and are just like weird. But I still love you. Sonder, Sarah, and Jenna, like special shout out to you guys. Like you guys are like my little sisters and like have become some of my best friends. And I see such big things in you, and you'll have so much potential. And I know that like you're leaving the chapter and the region in good hands. Like I can feel like happy and like fine knowing that like you'll still be here when I leave, and I'll miss you guys a lot. And I think that also shout out to like Allie Cooper, Allie Seigletter, Emma, Aaliyah, my cousin, also Maya and Mila, my cousin, the 3 cousins in my chapter, and like all of SCA. I love you all so much. And Lizzie. And yeah. And I just really I don't know. I think like something about BBIO, like I've just made such amazing friends, and like I feel like when I joined, I was like, oh, like it's just gonna be a bunch of like Jewish nerds, and like I was right, but but I love you all. I'm kidding. And yeah, and also it taught me that like like in BBIO, I feel like anyone can be a leader, and like BBIO really brings that out in you. Like no matter who you are, like how quiet, like how short, how tall, whatever, like you can be a leader. You just have to find something that you're passionate about, and I think that BBIO like really brings you out in that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And Nancy, love you. I'm gonna miss you, like saying random things about James and like whispering really loudly in my ear during inappropriate times. Okay. Peace out. Okay, I'm
By the
done.
power vested
Oh,
in
Daria
me
too.
by the
You too,
grand
Daria.
order of the Olive Olive of the Benevolent Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
You're just chilling here. Hi, I'm Mia Sandberg from SDA. I started BBYO in 8th grade, and then I stopped coming for a little bit, but now I'm back. I would like to dedicate my past to my brother Zach. He introduced me to BBYO and kind of made me come and reconnected me with my Judaism. And I'd like to dedicate my present to Maddie, Allie, Paul, and John. Thanks for being my friends. I also want to dedicate my present to Gabby, who's been by my side in BBYO since 8th grade in Kala when no one else would talk to us. We just kind of like walk around the two of us. It was really fun. Oh, except for Paul. No, we weren't friends with Paul. We weren't friends with Paul yet. And I would like to dedicate my future to Daria Tarenti and all of SDA and BBG. Thanks, BBYO. It's been really fun. What's your turn?
Okay. By the power vested in me by the grand order of the Aleph Sadiq Aleph and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Okay. My name is Gabby Nussbaum, and I am an SCA BBG. So I joined BBYO when I was in 8th grade, and like back then, like you would just like show up and like you just like kept going until like you liked it. But like I don't think that there was like a real moment that like I started really liking it. Like I don't know, like there's like everyone's like, oh, like in this moment, like I knew that I just like loved BBYO, but like looking back at it, like I just like loved like every part of it. Like I don't know, even like the harder parts of like not knowing anyone and like being ignored. Like a lot of people didn't know I was in the chapter until I was a sophomore, like whatever. But I met people and like I experienced a lot of like amazing things, and I was able to connect with my Judaism like after my bat mitzvah, which I didn't think would be possible. So for my past, I'm dedicating my past to Nohar because she got me to join BBYO. She was an amazing mit mom, and she would always text me and be so persistent. And like, it's people like that that like really, I guess, like make a mark on the rest of your BBYO career and like make you want to get involved. Maxine, like we grew up together and we did summer trips together, and BBYO was just a ride. Tyler, thanks for getting sick with BBYO, and I can't wait for the internship and coffee. See you then. So my present, Jan, after he moved to Hopkins, it was like really sad, but BBYO has allowed us to keep our bond and our, yeah. John Schachter, first Orange friend, thanks for talking to me at Temple Emmanuel when I had no friends. And even when I ditched you at my own beach house and said I was sick, even though I just didn't, like, I was afraid to talk to you. I'm really proud of you. Go Blue Devils. Paul, 4 years ago, we all knew you would make it big. Thanks for the memories. And Claw, 4 years ago and 3 years ago. My chapter board, thanks for so much fun. Working together has been so great. Thanks for the last year. It's been really nice. Allie Cooper, I don't hate you anymore, even though you're kind of annoying sometimes, but you're actually pretty fun. Allie Grumman, thanks for all the laughs. So glad I've gotten to see you like you. It's nice being close. Mia, you're my Hebrew school friend, and then we just became close in like 6th grade. You got me to join. Yeah, our first convention, we roomed with 2 random people who, yeah, and no one knew who we were, and I don't know. It's definitely really memorable, our first convention, but it's nice because it's like a full circle, beginning and ending with you. I didn't think that you would come, but you're here. I'm really happy. Maddie, first, I'm like really offended because I thought you were gonna say more about me, but whatever.
Like, sorry.
I'll just save it for states. Thanks for the ride and always staying with me. I'm really proud seeing you grow in BYO, even though you literally ran against me for Giz when I told you I was running freshman year, but okay. Future. So a few girls that have impacted my senior year so much. I couldn't have done it without them. I'm really gonna miss them next year, and I wish I could bring them in my suitcase. Well, first of all, I dedicate my future to Jacob and Maddie Cohen. Big things. And Tyler, if you have children, those two. Jenna Zamkov, you're the sweetest human I've ever met. You're so hardworking and always put people before yourselves, and you're definitely going to do really big things in the region. I'm really excited to see you kill it. Sarah, you are the most hardworking and diligent person I've ever met. You are so strong, and I know that you're going to really leave your mark on CVR and SDA. I can't wait to see what's in store next year. You're really inspiring. Daria Tarenti, Sonder, I hated you. We hated each other, but I'm really happy that BBYO has brought us so close together. Like, I never thought that we would ever be friends, and I'm so thankful for you. You're like my long lost sister, and I can't wait to see what you do in CVR and SCA. So stay crazy. So yeah, a few years ago, I was like, I can't believe like people graduate BBYO. Like I can never do this. Like that's crazy. Like I love BBYO so much. But as I like come to my final months, like I don't think it's really hit me yet, even being here. Like I just don't think like I'm realizing this is like my last convention with these people. But I'm really sad it's ending. But I know that it's very bittersweet, and I'm gonna be able to carry out everything that I've learned in BBYO and like how I've found like my Jewish identity, and I'm definitely gonna be able to keep it with me forever. And yeah. Okay. I'm done.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the All-Athletic Olives and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO, Connecticut Valley Region.
Up next is Simcha BBYO, formerly known as Akla BBYO. Akla AZA and Sababa BCG.
Okay, hey guys. So I'm Jillian. So first of all, I'm very tired. It's past my bedtime. I usually go to bed around like 8:39 because I need my sleep. So I'm very tired. But recently I've been thinking about how we're all seniors and we're all leaving each other soon. Oh my God, hi Alice. And so we're all saying goodbye to each other soon. It's so sad. I know, especially for like high school and everything, we have 21 days till internship. So we have 21 days left together. And so I think that's really sad. And so also so unprepared for this convention. I actually did not know it was this weekend. I didn't sign up until like 5 hours ago. I just literally had no idea what was going on. And I also didn't know what time I was supposed to come, so I came like right before 6. So I started out at Sababa, as Paul was saying, and so that's when I started sophomore year. I started a little bit later, which was fine. I still had the experience I wanted. I got really close with the people that were in the year above, and so I really had so much fun with them. And then they all left, but now I get to see their college experience, which is nice. And they come back and they tell me what to do and like good tips and everything. So I wish I was more involved this year. Unfortunately, I was not. I had a lot on my plate this year. I was crazy stressed. I've never been this stressed before. And But when I got to BBYO, it was really nice that I kind of just forgot about everything and had fun with my chapter and got to look forward to regional events and seeing the people that I've known for how long I've known. I've seen so many people here from camp and everything, so that's always been great. Unfortunately, I did not go to CLAW this year. I just got back from South Africa like a few days before, so I knew it'd be super jet lagged. So unfortunately, I didn't go, but I went to fall and I had so much fun. But I really love CLAW so much because it's all about the brotherhood and sisterhood, and I really was looking forward to that one, but unfortunately, I did not go. So now to dedicate. For my past, Zoe Butchin, I love you so much. You're literally a sunshine ball. You're just such an amazing person. Morgan Adele, you're just a hype ball energy. Carrie Broder, you are the funniest person. You're actually hilarious. Haley Travisano, I love you. You're my mom, and I really appreciate you. Maya Sachs, I love you so much. I miss you like crazy. I wish we could keep in contact more. I don't even know where you went for first semester, and I was so confused. But you look like you had so much fun. Julie DeLonge, Julia Arnowitz, I love you. Robin Karashik, Morgan Held, Jenny Kramer, you're the best. You were the only senior my sophomore year. And then all the other seniors that I was close with last year. For my present, Alice Manning, who just came. Love you, Alice. And so she was the one who introduced me to BBYO and showed me what it was all about. And so you're the person that got me to sign up and got to be involved. Jake Steinberg, right next to me, my second dad, and and probably one of the best people to talk to. I know I probably drove you crazy when I went to IC 2018 because it was literally I never left your side, but it was fine. As well as Carly Smith, Shira, I love you so much. You're such an amazing person, and actually seeing you at the football game was so funny, and we sprinted across the field. As well as Maxwell. For my future, I'm dedicating it to Allie Kramer. You are such a big light, and I really have so much hope for you. You're actually going to do amazing in life in general. Lucy Landsberg, Sophie Siegel, you're such a cutie. Ellie Carter, you're such a great president. You do all the best. And then two final futures. Jen, I'm giving you my future because, you're still in BBYO. It's not like you're leaving. I don't even think she's in this room, but she's somewhere. So you were my first advisor, and you were really welcoming. You really showed me what BBYO was about. You made sure that I was included in everything. And then, last but not least, my favorite, Tyler Pepe. So I want to thank Tyler. I think everyone kind of sassed me so much for liking you as much as I do. And especially in my chapter, how they would all be like, we know you text Tyler, we got it. But oh, Jen just gave me hearts. Love you, Jen. And so, Tyler, you're such an amazing person. Spending the day with you that one time I came, it was so much fun. You and I just kept laughing. You were showing me around. It was literally I was just interning for you. It was so much fun. And you really need to be appreciated more because you do so much for everyone. And it's so amazing. I'm so grateful for all these experiences because you really shape BBYO the way it should be. So I'm really thankful for that. So with that said, Mom and Dad, hello there, and we're done.
By the power vested in me by the Grant Order of the All-Static Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Simcha continued.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Carly Smith, if you don't know me. Okay, so I'm going to start off with dedicating my pass to Julie DeLonge, Robin Karashik, and Julie Arnowitz. You guys were always there for me when I just started BBYO, because last year was my first year since I joined, and you made me feel so comfortable, and I felt like I've known you guys forever, even though I just became close with you guys last year, and I felt like we were all sisters, and I could tell you guys anything, and
I miss you guys a lot, and I love you. And I would like to dedicate my present to, first off, two of my best friends, Alice Manning and Jillian Stone. Alice is right there. They've been my best friends for like as long as I can remember. They've like helped me through so much stuff, and I have no idea what person I would be or where I would be right now if I hadn't met them, because we used to go to the same camp. Also, I would like to dedicate my present to Maxwell Goldfuss. He is an amazing person, and he is such a great person to talk to. And Sam Eilenmeyer, love you, Sam. Like, nothing else I can say. Like, you have been such an amazing friend, and I don't know, like, where I would be if I hadn't met you last year. Okay, and for my future, I would like to dedicate it to Ellie Carter. I know you're going to be doing great things for the region and the chapter, like, in the future, and I'm so excited to see what you're going to do. And with that, I forever remain Carly Smith.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the Alisadic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Hello, my name is Maxwell, and I'm part of Simha BYO. I just want to start off by saying that I was first in Leviticus in 2016, and people like Richie Greenbaum and Evan Wexler, they really took me in, and even though there were so many people in Leviticus at the time, they really made sure that you were a part of their group and that you were really a part of something more than just, I guess, something smaller than that. But and then I moved to Ridgefield, where I joined what was Ridgefield BBYO, and Julie DeLonge, Ben Cohen, Matthew McGregor, they really made the experience so much better than I thought it was ever going to be. And even now, the entire board, the entire people that are in our chapter, they make it so much fun. And sometimes it's the only thing I try to look forward to, especially. So that I want to give out some dedications. To my past, I definitely want to thank Richie Greenbaum, Evan Wexler, Ben Cohen, Julie DeLonge, and Matthew McGregor, especially Matthew McGregor for everything that he's done, everything that he will do. My president, I want to thank David Pluff, Molly Herkis, Jillian, Carly, Ethan Durnell, and Lauren Davis. She's amazing. And my future, I want to dedicate that to Sam Oppenmeyer, Sam Selzinski, Samantha Renzulli, Isabel, and especially Ellie Carter. I just want to say here that the amount of perseverance and the amount of effort that she puts into everything definitely should go recognized. And I think everyone should know that the amount of work that she does really does make our chapter as great as it is. And I personally want to say thank you for all the work that she's done and that she will do. Whatever she will do, I know that she'll do amazing things. And then, I forever remain Maxwell Goldfuss.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the Alisadic Olive and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Tikva BBG is now closing out the night.
Hi, I'm Tamar Friedman. I'd like to dedicate my pass first to Maddie Cohen. She was my first roommate at my first convention. Even though I was like really confused and nervous as to what was going on, she kind of showed me around and showed me the ropes of how BBYO works. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Matthew McGregor. We got really close at IC last year. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. He's just ridiculous. Last year at spring, he forced me to take 5 of the same Achla shirt, and I still am not sure what to do with them. Marley Dubin, she was one of the first regional friends I made and really helped me get to know what BBYO is. Marissa Young and Claudia Tanner, who are an iconic comedy duo. Last year when they brought a kiddie pool full of cereal to spring convention, that's one of the fun memories I have in BBYO. I'd like to dedicate my present to Sam and Ethan Essenfeld. Sam, I'm not sure what I could do without your puns and jokes and sitting behind you in AP Gov. B. Schenker and Rachel Kessler from NER. I had a great experience at IC with you guys in Harry Potter Land at Universal. Shout out to Rachel for making sure I didn't get crushed during Fetty Wap at the concert. Rachel Plotsky, who's an amazing leader in BBYO and at school. Trevor Fortana, your dance moves at conventions are a highlight. Charlotte Freud, Molly Herkis, Lexi Schwartz, Jacob Hers. I'd like to dedicate my future to Shira Cohen. I cannot wait to see where you end up. You're such a fantastic friend, and you've really made my BBYO experience. Emma Goldberg, who's just a bundle of joy. She's so energetic and just fun and happy. I love being around you. Sarah Gatz and Jocelyn Lesser. Michaela Roth and Sydney Even. I've known you guys since I was 6 years old at elementary school. It's going to be so weird not seeing you next year. I can't wait to see where you guys end up. And to the rest of Tikva BBG, my home in CVR.
By the power vested in me by the grand order of the All Static Olive and the Neighborhood Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bernstein from Tikva BBG. For my past, I want to dedicate it to Maddie Cohen and Marissa Young for being so welcoming and friendly when I first joined Tikva BBG my freshman year. But I also really want to dedicate my past to Caroline Podab. She is not just my cousin, but more like a sister to me. She introduced me to so many things, and BBYO is definitely one of the better things. I always knew she would be there for me, and she was my safety net, so I never had to be nervous that I did not know anyone at a convention or an event. We grew closer because we spent time together at BBYO events, and I will always cherish those memories. All of my friends and experiences are because of her, so thank you, Caroline. I don't know if I'd be sitting here today if it weren't for her. Love you, Caroline. I dedicate my present to Tamara Friedman, who I've known since kindergarten. I am so glad that even though we went to school for 9 years together, we became much closer friends through BBYO. I also want to dedicate my present to Lexi Schwartz. I still remember the first time we met at the dance when you and Jocelyn Gold came up to me and Tamar to introduce yourself and we hit it off. I am really glad I met you through BBYO and that we became friends. For my future, I want to dedicate it to a few people. First, Shira Cohen. We first met in dance class, but I did not know if our paths would ever cross again. Then when you came to BBYO and we became really good friends, it's because of BBYO, and I'm so grateful for our friendship. I can't wait to see what you do next year with both the chapter and the region. Jessica Nerschel, I'm so excited that you are coming to convention. You are such a good friend, and I hope you get more involved with BBYO in the next 2 years. And last, Jocelyn Lister. I have known you literally since you were born, and I know we haven't seen each other for a while, but I know I can always count on you. I'm just so glad you became involved in BBYO, and I hope you take advantage of every event senior year. I'm so glad that we got to see each other more often because of BBYO. I can't wait to see what you do next year and after high school. To all of the TICFA BBGs, I can't wait to see what you all do with the chapter and can't wait to see how much it will grow. High school goes by quickly, so make sure to take advantage of every BBYO moment that comes your way.
By the power vested in me by the Grand Order of the Al Sadiq Aleph and the B'nai B'rith Girls, I grant you life membership to BBYO Connecticut Valley Region.
Whoever joined us for any portion of tonight, thank you for sitting with us through this. With that, good night.